Alright, what is up, fuckers? It is Monday, May 3rd. I am well. William is unwell. We had a very good weekend. Your boy was off work all weekend. Kind of got to hang out with some buddies in town. Will made bad decisions. Didn't want to hang out with me Saturday night. We live, we forgive. Will, you doing okay?
No, one, my phone is really fucked up. It was already fucked up before, and then I dropped it again. Shout out to Apple, by the way. I don't know, they really preach Apple insurance and Apple Care and everything. That's horse shit. For how expensive those phones are, they need to be made a little bit more tougher. But Dale, it was pretty good. I got to golf as well. I got my ass beat as usual.
No surprise.
Tough course. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no surprise.
No, it was fun. But it's a good weekend. Kentucky Derby. We got to stop betting against Bob Baffert because he's basically like the Belichick, Patriots, and fucking Saban of horse racing. All of his horses always fucking win. And I'm tired of it. So is it Medina Spirit?
There's a city called Medina close to me. It's spelled the same way, so I'm going to go with Medina Spirit. Won the 147th Kentucky Derby. My guy, Hidden Stash. Will's guys, Hot Rod Charlie, and Soup and Sandwich did not get the job done, but we live with that.
Hot Rod Charlie did play, so I won some money there, which was nice. But my long shot, Soup and Sandwich, it's always funny because in the beginning, like on NBC, it has the tracker and it shows all the horses' names, and for like 4 seconds, you see, oh, look, there's my fucking horse. It didn't come true, but Hot Rod Charlie, it was all in good nature and good juju with Charlie the Parlay Pup. So I guess I got to say, he helped win some money. But Dale, at the Derby, I want to go one day. I really do. And I think that's close. How far is Churchill Downs from your house?
From where I grew up?
Yeah.
I don't know, like 6-7 hours.
6-7 hours? Okay,
yeah,
so
it's not too bad. But...
a decent drive, a short flight. I really want to go and cause some havoc, just like Aaron Rodgers did this weekend. So we mentioned on Friday's show that he is in, I'd say, prime contention to be leaving the Green Bay Packers, whether it's to go and host Jeopardy or possibly play in the AFC West. There's a lot of options.
He's going to Denver and he's going to torture you.
I really hope not. He declined to comment to NBC, but he went on to say that, what's the guy's name? Mike Tirico was saying that there was a fractured relationship. There was a fission. There was a chasm, saying all these dictionary words for everyone, which basically was a euphemism for he's fucking over the Packers and he wants to go. No surprise, right? So you do
this
think...
isn't new. People that are acting like this is new actually make me mad. Like, this has been going on for 2 or 3 years. The Packers have no interest in helping him out. And you know who does have interest in helping him out? The Denver Broncos. So I hope he goes to Denver. I think that's the best landing spot for him.
Speaking of Denver, they were in the top 10 of the NFL draft. So the NFL draft was this weekend. So I think we were so hung up on gambling horses. No surprise with the first 2 picks, Trevor Lawrence. We already did our draft recap and all that stuff. Dale, I got to say, so the second half, that after the first day of the draft, or the first round, you know that week after Christmas, so it's like the 6 days or so between after opening presents and New Year's, you kind of don't know where you are in time. Yeah, everyone's off of work generally. You're eating horribly. And it's just, you're kind of in this weird flux of time thinking, wow, I don't know what year it is. That's how I kind of feel with the last couple rounds of the NFL draft. Now, there was obviously guys that I wanted to see land in certain spots with my Chargers or with your Browns. PFF is saying that the Browns are kicking ass. Did they have an A-plus draft? Bias aside.
No, I think they did. We went and got a cover corner, which we needed. Number 3 or 4 option, depending on how you want to look at it behind Denzel, Troy Hill, and Greedy Williams. So we went, got ourselves Greg Newsome. Round 2, we got Bleacher Report's second best player in the entire draft, JOK, Jeremiah Kamara, linebacker from Notre Dame.
Yeah, he
people,
does have a lot of game.
Yeah, some people say that he was the second best player on the board. So it's crazy that we got him at 52. We had to trade up for him
Why did he slide so much?
I think it's just because he's a tweener. No, I think it's because he's tweener size, kind of like an Isaiah Simmons size, and he doesn't fit every scheme, but he definitely fits what Joe Woods and the Browns want to go with. And then 91 overall, we went with Anthony Schwartz from Auburn who runs a 4.25 40 wide receiver. Dude is absolutely electric.
Oh, we were watching highlights of that.
Yeah, dude's electric.
He looks like a fucking car.
Yeah,
you know, like
so
when they're like
fast.
changing gears on the freeway.
Yeah, if he can learn any moves from Odell and Jarvis, he should be able to take the top off the defenses very quickly. Round 4, we got some offensive tackle depth. We went James Hudson from Cincinnati. A lot of people had him as round 2, round 3 picks, so definitely good value him on the board. Also in round 4, we got the strongest person in the draft, Ohio State defensive tackle Tommy Tagia. I don't know how to say his last name. Haven't been able to for a while.
Real fan you are. No, I'm just
Nah,
kidding.
dude's a monster. He very strong, quick hands, had a very good rush and running grade overall. And then we get another linebacker in round 5, Tony Fields from West Virginia, last pick I want to go over. Listen, linebacker depth, defensive depth, there was a common trend this offseason all the way around. Our offense is elite, our defense was very subpar. But no, I like our draft. I think that there's a lot of potential, a lot of upside. I'm happy that with our first 2 picks especially, and I think the defensive tackle, Tommy from Ohio State, has real good potential to be elite in the NFL. But that wasn't the only team receiving A+ grades per PFF. The San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles County also received A+. Will, besides Rashawn Slater, who we talked about on Friday, why did the Chargers receive an A?
First of all, I'm more proud that you picked up on that nickname I had for them. Asante Samuel Jr., I would say he highlighted probably the best of the draft.
Yep.
The fact that he's going to be able to match up. The only thing I'm concerned about is that the Chargers want to primarily keep him inside as like a slot nickel corner. No, he was drafted to be an outside corner. Let him play there. His dad, we all know, played with New England Patriots. He has a couple of Super Bowl rings. I think he has the pedigree to be a really good guy. But that's enough of the draft stuff. I think the most important thing is we were able to have an in-person draft. I think a lot of people forgot how miserable. It wasn't really miserable. When I look back at the 2020 draft, the virtual one, I think we really overcame a lot of adversity, and a lot of the memes that were generated from that will be great. I still give Roger Goodell shit about the chair and some of it just other antics, being a horrible MC. So I don't know. Maybe Jimmy Kimmel one year can host it. Someone, give me some life up there. But above all,
Cleveland put on a show.
They did, and they
Cleveland
did
well. Good work, Cleveland.
I'm happy for your fans. Now, the last thing on the draft, the only thing I'm concerned about is your true fandom for the event, because it sounds like you guys are going to contend. Because for the better part of most of your life, this was the highlight of your season, and then you just look forward to the next spring. Now you're actually acquiring players. Who's your GM? Andrew Berry?
Yeah.
Good for him.
He had his first kid on Wednesday, too. So he had his first kid and a hell of a draft this week.
Andrew Berry, congrats on the sex, congrats on the child, and congrats on a fabulous draft. Someone that we can't say congratulations to or really give any sort of hype to.
Not yet.
Your boy LeBron James. Let's head to Staples Court. Or the Staples Center, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Now, it's funny because he's bitching about being the play-in team when about a month ago before he got hurt, he was just scoffing at it saying, whatever. When the Dallas Mavericks had to do the play-in game, sure. They lost over the weekend, so LeBron missed like a month or so with an ankle injury?
Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny that LeBron missed the most time in his career during this. Just happens to be in the season where he didn't want it to start when it started, and he's saying how tired he is, and all of a sudden he goes on this ankle hiatus, comes back, plays tons of minutes, looks fine. Like, I don't know. Listen, the Lakers are currently in the 7th seed. They have slipped to 36 and 28. Without LeBron and Anthony Davis, the team did not do very well here. LeBron was back for game number 2, and now he's bitching about the play-in game, saying that whoever invented this deserves to be fired. Listen.
He didn't want the All-Star game.
No.
He didn't want the season. And I get it.
He just doesn't want to play right now.
He literally had half the time off. So he normally gets, like 160 days off of not playing physical basketball, but and otherwise he's training his body in certain ways. He only had 70 since they had the whole bubble and the pandemic season. It ended, the first week of October. And then they just started the fucking season towards Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they just kept going with it. But listen, there's a potential game between the Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Clippers Lakers that would be the play-in game. If that happened, do you think the Warriors could pull something off?
No, I don't think so. I think we want to media-wise just because you have Steph Curry, who's basically the reincarnated version of Kobe Bryant in the 2006 season. They're both age 30-plus season. They're doing great. The only thing that I'm concerned about in that case is they still have LeBron James that would potentially play in there. And I'm hoping you can get AD just because I want, if they do lose, to say this is a legitimate loss and none of this injury bullshit. But with Golden State, they went on this stretch betting-wise. And stay tuned to WOTM Bets. it was like, okay, why would you bet against them? And Steph really brought it. I don't think the Warriors have a good team. I really don't. So in that case, I think I could see the Lakers beating them.
Wow. Listen, I get what you're saying there, but Steph Curry's still Steph Curry. They're still doing incredible things, and that team can still put up massive amounts of points. Well, I don't have many things today, but I'm pretty sure that this is my bet of the day. Orlando Magic are going to be taking on the Detroit Pistons. Pistons are at home. They're 2-point favorites. I think the Magic +2 go on the road and win tonight.
Hedge that bet. Hedge that bet.
that.
We're trying to win you guys money. That's what we're trying to do. I got to head on this, though. Dale, special today. So Disneyland reopened. Now, for some of you people in Ohio that listen to us, you may think, oh, why is this a big deal? It's an amusement park. People on the West Coast, specifically adults, were literally in tears of the reopening. Now, I understand if you're some sort of legacy ticket holder of Disneyland and you have had family members participate in the parades there or work there or was helped at part of the founding fathers of fucking Disneyland. But there was a clip of this guy basically sobbing like he was just had his first child born, like Andrew Barry, or was at a fucking funeral, or had just won the lottery. And it wasn't, I would understand if it was his wife, or significant other that was the emotional one. The man was literally crying in tears and used his mask to wipe his sniffles and his eyes. Not a very good look.
Honestly, it was just a bad showing. Will, are you a Disneyland guy? Or are you more of an amusement park guy? Because Disneyland's not an amusement park.
Well, what would you say it is then?
It's a theme park.
I like Disneyland. Oh, I mean, I at this point, I feel like as a grown man, I don't know how much fun I'm gonna have at the amusement park. Actually, I take that back. I bet if we
Have you ever been to Cedar Point?
No, I don't know what that is.
Dude, it
It's
has.
just that I'd be like, have you been to Six Flags or like Magic Mountain?
I've been to it's like a concept of Six Flags, but it's the #1 roller coaster park in America. I mean, I guess I should ask that, but it's like 2 hours from where I grew up. Somehow,
Yeah, because I've been in Ohio so much.
I mean, I don't know. People literally travel to it. It's sick. Like they have a ride that goes like 120 miles an hour.
Have you
they
been
have like
on
the
it?
deepest drops. Yeah, I've been on all of them. I love roller coasters. There's none of that at Disneyland. So listen, there's no thrills, there's no attractions, unless you're doing something you shouldn't be doing at Disneyland. As an adult, do not cry when you're there. It's not that cool. It's just not that cool. But you know what is cool? Winning money, following us on Instagram, following us on YouTube, TikTok, Apple, Spotify, at Will Galvez, at Arendelle _ at JP25 Media. Guys, we have a big week ahead of us. Actually, not really. Just MLB, which has been bending me over and kicking my ass. So we'll get into more.
But the NBA playoffs rounding into shape, and NHL playoffs.
Absolutely. So we will have more on that this week. Give us the follows. See you guys on Wednesday.